Good morning. Hello, everyone. Let's see who we got in here. Nobody yet. Okay, well, come on in. I'm here. Thank you, Blue, for sharing that. Turn my noisemaker off. Okay, well, I'm here, and hopefully you're going to be here. Happy Wednesday, hump day, as Deirdre would say. Yes, it is the middle of the week. And I'm just looking outside and seeing that the rain has begun already this morning. Hi, Deirdre. Thank you for sharing this, darling. All right, well, I thought I turned my noisemaker off. I guess I didn't. Okay, I did now. So let's go into our hearts. Please join me there. In that unified field of consciousness where we all are with our spirit being. So touching your heart center, breathe in and release everything that might be bothering you today. Anything at all that's unlike love, just let it go. And breathe in the love, the light, the joy. Breathe in peace. And release. And call in somebody that you would like to say good morning to. Who would you like to see here this morning? There's our Annie 7. Hi, darling. Thank you so much, Annie, for your messages to me and for your care and concern as I travel. I really needed those prayers over the last few days. Auntie Jean, good morning. Well, I am inside and dry at the moment, but I just looked out the window and the rain has already begun this morning. So, yeah, it could be a fun day. I don't have to drive far, but I do have to get out in it. One thing I did, patting myself on the back for it, I went ahead and loaded everything I could into my car so that I'm ready when I have to check out of here. All I have to do is get my computer out there without it getting drenched. Because everything, I think I ruined 2 tiny books yesterday because they got drenched, just getting them from the car into the hotel. It was, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't even explain to you how bad this torrential downpour was. I felt like I was in the middle of a hurricane. So, all right, so we're calling in some peeps in here. Let's get them in here. Thank you. Keep calling everybody in. And I'm going to share the message, which you'll probably hear some frustration in there, because that's exactly what it felt like yesterday for me to have the experience I had. And the message is called, Kindness is Always a Choice. The Dalai Lama said, be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. It's been a few rough days on the road. Since I crossed the Georgia-Florida line, it has been one rainstorm after another, and it's messed with technology to the point where I could not do the normal broadcasts. Tonight, I decided to stay in a hotel to get some real sleep and be out of the car. I've come to regret that decision. I arrived in a torrential downpour and was stuck in my car for over half an hour before I braved the rain to go inside. The hotel was a nightmare that would take a week to write about. Let's just say that the angels arranged for the room they gave me to be the best possible one for dashing in and out to my car. I am grateful for a hot shower and a bed. This was an experience where I realized without a doubt that angels embody unconditional love and provide us with divine guidance to navigate life's challenges. Angels help us to recognize our own judgmental tendencies and show up to cultivate a compassionate outlook. I think I left a word out. To show us how to cultivate a compassionate outlook toward others. I don't have my glasses, they're in the car. Dear angels, as humans, we can have moments of frustration, especially when our needs are not being met. While we do not always understand the reason for the experience, we can look at how we respond. In this case, all I wanted was to get out of my soaked clothes and into a hot shower, but first I had to deal with someone who must have had a bad day, and I happened to be the one who walked through the door at the wrong moment. I remembered to breathe and remain calm when I really wanted to scream. Thank you for angelic intervention. Dear ones, by seeking our guidance, we can infuse your interactions with the uplifting energies of love, understanding, and acceptance. Your world desperately needs more love and understanding, which is not only a noble act, it is a spiritual responsibility. By releasing judgment and criticism, you create space for compassion and unity. This is essential for you to create a world where kindness, empathy, positivity, and peace reign supreme. You always have choices, dear ones, and we encourage you to choose kindness above all else. Dear angels, thank you. Today I promise to stay calm and to show kindness. Yeah, it was a very trying experience, you guys. I mean, just driving in the rain is bad enough for me. I really panic when I can't see the road and when it's such a bad downpour. But then to have to get out in it and bring suitcases and lug everything inside in the pouring rain, yeah, it was not fun. I should have just stayed in the car. On hindsight, I really think that would have been my best choice. And let's see, Kathy Hand is here, and thank you, Deirdre. Yes, I have not had an update on our hope. I'm hoping that that's going to happen today, so we'll see. Annie says, you will get to your location with ease and grace, and you can pull your car up under the shelter by the door. They will let you. All will be great. No, not quite, because there is no shelter where I'm going. I'm going to Leo's to house sit, and there's not any place to put the car out of the rain. So unfortunately, I have that to look forward to also today, to get into Leo's house. It's going to be another trek through the rain, and so what I need you all to do is pray with me that around 2 o'clock this afternoon, that rain, the skies are clear and there's no rain. So now this hotel didn't have the place either, Annie. I had to park in the parking lot and run inside in the pouring down rain. So today I'll be at Leo's for the next couple of weeks, and I don't choose to go outside at all as long as it's doing what it's doing right now. All right, so let's see what else we got. Prayers for Bob on his way to Louisiana for a business trip until Friday. Oh, well, Kathy, we certainly will lift him up, and good morning to you. And thank you, Deirdre, for posting our 10 million for world peace. We are in the middle of the month of November. Can you believe that? Unreal. Good morning, Andre Gregg. All right, so we're calling in our Josie and Ricky. Thank you. Yes, let's call in that pirate. Good morning, Catherine DeSanti. So enough of my complaining and griping. I slept in a bed last night. It felt good to actually, I think I just passed out actually after not really sleeping for 3 days. I think I really needed to have that time for rest and repair on the body. So that's what I did. I came here in Fort Lauderdale, which is where I'm going to be for the next 2 weeks. And I had a friend that wanted to come over and bring me dinner, and I told her no because it was just raining so bad. I was surprised my car didn't flood out. With the streets were so flooded just to get to the hotel, and thank goodness that it was strong and steady through all of that. Good morning, Sally and Tony. And Blue Jean says, the Fae say walk between the raindrops. Fae, Fae, help me walk between the drops as you play. Say that. I will say that. Yeah. This torrential rain that they're getting here right now, I don't know what it's all about. It's almost like having a hurricane because the wind is so strong as it blows, and it's blowing that rain everywhere. Good morning, Timothy. Yes, thank you for being here. I've seen you on several of the programs that I do, and I apologize to all of you that I haven't been able to be on like I normally am because of the weather, and sometimes when the rain comes in, it just knocks the electronics out. It knocks the internet and Wi-Fi out. Good morning, Danielle. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's see what Kuan Yin has to say. I don't think I've pulled a Kuan Yin card in a few days. So let's see what she's up to this morning. Of course, it's this card. The divine plan is always happening. She knows exactly what to tell me, doesn't she? Even if all appears to be going backwards at an alarming rate, do not give in to doubt, do not dispense with trust. The ocean appears to pull back in order to build another wave that will soon reach the shore. So it is with the unfolding of life and the mysterious workings of grace. Trust unconditionally. Celebrate. Okay, well, I choose today to be kind. I said that in my blog. I choose compassion. I choose to see things and people through the eyes of love. So I guess I am trusting unconditionally and celebrating as I go through this day. Yeah, I'm happy to be in Florida. I really am. But what a welcome home, Florida. It's like, alrighty then. Could it have been any wetter? Well, yeah, I guess it could have, but I don't know how, because my clothes are still soaked. My little comfy blanket that I always use in the car, I had to use it to wrap around me when I was diving into the hotel, and it's still soaked. It didn't dry out overnight. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to quit complaining, and I'm just going to be grateful. Grateful for this day, grateful for you all who are here, not to listen to me complain, but to see what the angels have to say. Oh, thank you, Wizzy B. I appreciate that, for sure, to get some of the raindrops off. Auntie Jean says, Blue Jean, the Fae are a little crazy sometimes. If they don't stop hiding things from me, I'm going to take down their pretty sparklies. Oh, you might have some upset Fae if you do that. All right, let's have a few messages from the tiny book, and then it is a day to do our presentation of the, that one. The presentation of our prayers, our big prayer list that we have. I'm sorry I'm so scattered this morning. I'll blame it on the rain. So, anybody want to choose a number? Deirdre says page 26. Let me go there. If you can see this without glasses, it will be a miracle. It is only you that you have to be comfortable and happy with. No one can dim your light unless you allow your thoughts to believe it is so. The way to stop the freight train of downhill runaway thoughts is to stop fueling the engine with the negative energy. Thank you, Deirdre, and thank you, angels, for that powerful message. Yes, I am happy, I am joyous, I am elated to be here with all of you this morning. And Josie just came in. Thank you, Josie. Yeah, I think somebody called in, Ricky, and he's been here waiting for you. So thank you for coming in and saying good morning to him and to us. I'm so glad that you're here. And let's see where the numbers are. So that was Deirdre. Sally wants page 22, and then we'll go to Danielle. So page 22. I'm really struggling here without my glasses. 22. There is no need to take another person's inventory or submit yourself to their need to control. If what you are feeling in your relationship with another is out of alignment with your soul's footprint, then it may be time to step in another direction. That is your true north compass, not any experience or hurt from your past. Yeah, again, they're speaking to me and this experience that I had, which was interesting, I think, as I unravel it. And yeah, I was frustrated and irritated, and I think more irritated with myself than with the way I was treated at the hotel or the rain or any other situation. So sometimes it's just stepping away and looking at what is going on, just asking, what do I need to know from this? And that's what I did last night as I was processing. What do I need to know from this? You know, and help me to just move beyond and be in that good space again that I try to remain in. So we always have choices, like the Dalai Lama said. Every day we have choices. Danielle wants page 3, so let's go there. In finding your way through the muck and mire and allowing yourself to grow through the experience, you release the power of being held back due to fear. And I'm going to add due to fear, anger, frustration, any of those low vibration energies. In finding your way through, you allow yourself to grow through the experience. Every experience is for our own good. Every experience brings us to where we are right now in this very place. So whether it was an experience that was harrowing and not really fun, or it was a joyous experience, they're all working together for our good. So thank you, Danielle, for choosing that one. And good morning, Charlie. Auntie Jean says page 14, number 2. Okay. And did I miss somebody's? Did I read yours, Sally, page 22? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, so 14 is the page, and number 2 is the message. So many times you listen to the old tape telling you, don't rock the boat. We encourage you to pick up the oars and row the boat in the direction your heart tells you to go. It will feel strange at first, but once you experience the joy inside of you, there is no stopping you. Do it your way. Oh, Auntie Jean, I love that message, and I love it for you. Pick up those oars and go in the direction that Spirit's telling you to go in. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Thank you for choosing that. And let me see. Josie says, I'm going to share this from last night. My nephew graduated from the Palm Beach EMT and Firefighter Academy. My sister turned to me and said, you know, Ricky was here with us. I felt a cold hand on my right shoulder and cried. I was happy he was sharing this special event with us. Oh, sweetheart, of course he did. He's going to share in all those special moments, all the joys in your life, all of the times that you go through something, some experience. He's going to be there. He's there always. So just look for him. Look for the signs. Feel the energy. Yeah, our Ricky comes here every day and helps us to process and remember. He was always such a supporter when he would answer our messages, type in a response to somebody, and he still is. He still is right here with us. Okay, so it's time to type in your prayer requests. If you have anything going on, we're definitely going to remember our sweet Hope over in the UK, going through a traumatic time. We're not even sure what's happening. We know that she had surgery, and the last I heard, which I believe was 2 days ago, was from her daughter, Montana, telling me that she was still in intensive care. So please remember our hope in your prayers, and let's all raise our arms and lift her up, and lifting up her vibrations so that she can continue to heal physically. What else? Anybody else that needs prayers right now, just put them in there. Prayers for me through all of this rain mess. It's supposed to rain until Friday is what the weather report says. I'm going to ask the angels to speed that up and to help us to get out from under this torrential downpour, and I can get on the road and do what I need to do, because I'm taking Leo to the airport today so he can fly home to visit his family, and I'll be watching his precious kitty cats, who I know are not going to want to be out in this downpour. So just lift up this area of Florida that's under such bad weather right now. And anywhere there's stuff going on with weather. I know some places there's been snow already. So lifting you up if you're having bad weather in your part of the world. Deirdre, prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace and attention to human trafficking through Save Someone's Child. Thank you. Auntie Jean says, we are so blessed to have Ricky as an angelic guide and supporter. Thank you, Ricky, for being our brother and helper. Yeah. And Blue says, he puts beautiful sloop pictures in my orbit and tall ships each day. That Rick Star man, he does. I love those pictures, and thank you for sharing them with us, Blue. Kathy's asking prayers for strength in dealing with Colin at home again. All right, sweetheart. Lifting you up to make the best decisions in every moment of your life. Okay. Well, if you have any updates as the list is shown, please do so. Please let us know what we need to change, rearrange, remove, add, whatever it might be. Let's get this prayer list going so we can all see who we are praying for every day. Thank you, sweet Gizmo. All right. So we're going to do this. Okay, here is our Peapod prayer list for all the P's for peace on earth, attention to human trafficking, save someone's child. It's our project that will be beginning in January. Prachetta, Prachir and Goofy, Aunt Mina and Neil Navriti, Jasmine and her daughters and family, Abha, Billy and Tim and family, Sheila and Kevin and their family, Gary, Loretta and Cecil, Joanne Castrillo, her husband John and her family. Her daughter Jackie is in the hospital right now, so lift up Jackie and her son Eris, Elaine, Deirdre and her daughter Thump, her daughter Danya and Thump the cat, Deirdre's sister Steph and husband Bob, Adriel, Joni and son John, Carl and Viola, Tia Fernetti, Mickey. Told you all I don't have my glasses on, so bear with me. Suzanne Millard and her family, Jacob, Marietta and Ed, and all those that are on sweet dreams right now out in the water. Raquel and Claude's family, Leo Harley and his family, and travel prayers for Leo as he flies out today. Lakshmi, Ken, Jebby, Jim and son, Ryan, Ricky's family and friends, especially our darling Josie, Tom and Mary, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim, Jean and Ron, Mary Lou and her family, Catherine and Michael Kovacs and all of their family, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony and Rose De La Rosa, Kathy and Bob Hand, and travel prayers for Bob, and prayers for Colin and Marlena, Bo and Candy Hand, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and wife, Pat Moss and her grandchildren, Becky LaFave and her son Travis, Erica Hoppy and family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and his family, Hope Wellington Marshall, lifting our hope up for healing and praying for her family, Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven and Grayson, Cassandra and Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and her grandkids, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Michael Langren, Oksana and her family, Herb, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and her family, Beata and her daughter Juliana, Dick Lemieux's family, especially lifting up Linda and their sons and grandchildren, Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord and her family, especially her mom Karen, Mary Lord, Buster, Wayne, Blue Jean and Dave and all the fur babies, loving to all of you. Dolly the horse, Chance the horse, Lindsay, Aunt Inga, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie and her family, sweet Dylan and baby Max, Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Lillian in Norway and all of her family, Kathleen Caputo, baby Wyatt, baby Haven and his family, baby Divine, Kat, Steve, Candy and Pastor Bruce, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, Captain Corey's family, especially his mom Pixie, Alba, Dottie and Don, Grace Isis and all of her family in Kenya, and remembering the family with the loss of her father recently. Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer and her family, Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Marianne, Henrik, Lorraine and John, Tammy Fisk and her daughter and her sister, Lori, Kelly, Rochelle Martinez and her mom Rose, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson and her family, especially lifting up her daughter Lainey and her sister-in-law Sharon, who she just visited, Jeannie's friends in Boulder and her sister Merle, the area of Boulder, Colorado, rebuilding, Deb Goldberg and her family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and all their family, Laura Hill, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and family, Sherry Gatewood and her brother Padama, Hanaya Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and her family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Terry Wilderman and her father, Mary Crincoli and her friends here in Florida, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick, Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Mansi, Kamal, Maddie, Akil and the Pakistan Orphans, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Joseph, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and Richard, Terry Gilstad, Chiara, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Mary Ann Pish and family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Linny, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and her family, Sharon Boyle and Zoe, Carol Fisher, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, Sue and grandchildren, Carrie's niece Laura, Maggie's mom, Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Robert Dosa, Miles and Sarah, Debbie Carol Hawks, Carl, Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Kaylee, Trevor Jordan, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Michelle Landers and family, especially her son Alan and her daughter Alicia, Kagan and Wyatt Linder, Barbara Kaufman McGillicuddy, Joanne McCann New, Whitney, Jude Dalton, Karen Gibbons and daughter, Matt, James Schultz family, Julie Kiss's mom Cynthia, Linda Kiss, Courtney, Lucinda, Ryan, M, Pat, Sophia, Aaron Parker, Angelica Campamans, Sunny and Hunter Floor, Peggy, Claire, Carrie Klingon Butcher and her family, Brian Hughes, Pat O'Connor, Zoe Charles, Erica Fagels, Yolanda, Selvie Barnes, Robin Waters Dykes and her mom Jewel, Joey, Joanne and Leo, Sam, Matt, Charles and Nita, Yusha, Nancy Berdelsky, EC, Shelley Newman's family, especially her husband Terry, Jen and Norm, Keith, Joe H., Ollie the Cat, Marisol Soto, Cassie, Deborah, Tyler, Chad Ehlers and daughter Mia, Dick Waters, Milton Carbajal, Sharon, Tomas Diaz, Cameron, Boris Zoffman, Jacqueline Carbajal and David Reiger, Solvi Barnes, Aud Barnes, Goon Ellen Sundahl, Vita Hammond, Maria Mitchinson, Higman Simpson, Sam, Suzanne's dog, Lisa Jo Davis, Jordan, Lydia, Benedita, Rebecca Seward Rickardson, Matt, Anjali, Juliette Herman, Paula Graca, David Brett, the Rowland family, Colleen, Dellen Hickson, Richard Barnes, Cole Grayson, Jay Briscoe's family and friends, Robert Wallington, which is Sally's son-in-law, and his sons Ben and Joe, JT, Francis Nalvin, Shauna, Danielle Riveron and her family, Annie's Aunt Carol, Chris and Natika, Elise, Kara, Pam, Christine and Ed, Charlie, Isaac, Jonathan and Eddie, Barbara and Diane, Kim, Peter and Catherine DeSanti, Mary Jane in Vermont, Carol Caruso, Adam, Val Meyer, Tasha, Jocelyn, Linda Kraft and her family, Eric and John, Darlene Ose, Paul G., Liam G., Pam, Mivan and Vanya, Anita Blake, Daniel McGraw, Vinnie Vega, Billy Joe, Rebecca Sherman, Joe Ketterer, Gabriel S., Ina, Joanne's mom, Donna, Courtney, Nancy, Tammy Greco's family, the areas of India where flooding has happened, Bailey, Lonnie, Jacob, Mary, Brian, Lily, Wilbert, Grayson's grandfather, Ron Mason, Gabby Forrester, the areas of Hawaii, Anita Blake has passed. Thank you for letting me know that, Deirdre. The Vega family, Laura, Lisa Capoli, Matroni, Bobby, Elaine, Shiraz, Sharu Desai, Sandy, Terry Funk's family and friends, Wyndham Lawrence's family, Adil, Laura, Evelyn Smith, Beatrice, Amra, Amina, the area of Israel, and other places where there's so much fighting and conflict going on. The immigrants in El Paso, New York, and anywhere where they're being abused. Rachel Greenberg, Alina, Leo's sister and brother-in-law, Susanna, and Lena. So any more that you have to add to the list, just let me know that. And thank you, Auntie Jean, for prayers for Leo's safe, happy, and wonderful trip. Oh, yes, praying for all of Leo's family going through so much right now. So pray with me, if you would, this prayer, and lift up all of the ones that we just read their names, asking for the best and highest good to come forth through these prayers. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. And I ask for healing prayers for anyone who's listening, who needs that at this moment, whether that healing is physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. I ask for prayers for our land, for this beautiful country of the United States, that we bring in peace in all areas where there's fighting, where there's families fighting and feuding going on, areas where there's turmoil with weather. Just praying for peace to fall on our land. Praying for all of those in our blessed family, the Angelic River family, to be happy and healthy and joyous and to have peace in your hearts. And God, we lift up our world. We lift up all areas of conflict that's raging. Anywhere people are fighting over anything, money, resources, we just ask for peace to fall, for you to instill an energy in the hearts of our leaders such that they want peace and stop destroying the world. We pray for the animals who are outside in this weather. It's coming into winter time and more cold weather, more snow and ice. So lifting up our outside animals as well as those on the inside. Lifting up all of our family and asking for the best and possible outcome for all of our prayers. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, let's turn to each other. Hello again. And let's do what we do so well every day. We give out love and gratitude to each other. So that's where we are right now. And get back to you. So let's just love on each other. And we do that through these words. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. I love you. Those are the special magic words. Let me see if I can get Leo singing to us. Well, it's not wanting to cooperate. There it goes.
Morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day.
It is.
Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you wake up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on the peaceful peace, so now mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead. Wherever
There's our Leo.
where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Waiting on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath and going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of
Hi,
joy
Jennifer.
with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot, and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play us, put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team, and you can side with us. There is always more space in the pot. Full of love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you,
Thank you. I
namaste.
love you.
Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. There really is no secret. We simply
Accept, align, allow. AAA, y'all.
Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Full of joy. Woo! Thank you, Leo. I will see you this afternoon. And I'll see you all at 10 o'clock in an hour. I will be on with Dr. Ruth Anderson for a meditation a day. We'll be doing meditation excavation. So come join in with us for that. And then at 1 o'clock, we have our 10 million for world peace meditation. And really looking forward to seeing all of you on there. So stay in your heart, stay blessed, have a beautiful, amazing day. Even if it's raging wind and rain outside, I'm going to have a good day. Namaste, y'all. I love you.